coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Throwing right away is Williams. And avoids the contact by sliding. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. Or are they going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. Taking it about the 16. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Brings up second and
Yeah,
9.
things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A gain of a yard.
Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Gino going to hand it to Genty. A nice little juke.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Throwing now is Gino. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Throwing is Williams. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Geno now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give out of the gun to Genty. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Geno Smith, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, look at the juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. To the air, Williams. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And again back to Kmet. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up real momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Dances by him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now the first carry here for their running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. To throw, Williams. And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. They'll go. Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time in the 17.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on second down. Back to throw. Williams toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score.
So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.